Jisipe asolangongo muzogi maochichi iedi gedubiwayo tuwasi chukwuobi monzojonjo iyebu Good morning to you anywhere you are watching this video. If it is your first time of coming across this wonderful platform, Linda's TV show, you are highly welcome. And if you like what we are doing here, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notifications. In this way, you'll be able to know when we upload a new video. I appreciate you too for creating this wonderful platform. At the same time, I put a disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, we do not preach misleading information. We do not preach hate speech. We do not preach violence. We do not instigate war or any forms of violence because I do not like such things and I will never promote them here.
Of the Biafran people, our freedom. Focus on exposing the atrocities of Nigerian government to the world. Focus on bringing Biafra to the whole world as a remedy. Give the world the reason why they should recognize you and talk about Biafra. Give the world the reason they should embrace you, the reason they should accept you as a remedy. Every one of us have to begin to have a rethink. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu led a very, very beautiful, strong example for us. He laid a very strong foundation for us. And his disciple, Mazi Simon Ekpa, built on that foundation. As a disciple, he built on that foundation laid by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and made a promise that he will never, ever, ever forget Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That he will do everything humanly possible to see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is free. And that was what he was doing until the last day. They activated their global conspiracy to take him out. Mazi Simon Ekpa never stopped putting pressure on Nigerian government to make sure Nigeria, the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not silenced. Mazi Simon Ekpa never one day chicken out or run away. He didn't even spare himself. He didn't spare his own life. He didn't spare his careers. He put everything on the line to see that the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the cause of Biafra continues. What about you today? What about you? What are you doing? You are being discouraged because of some distractions that is coming from inside and outside. You are being discouraged because of some people calling you different kinds of names. By now, you should not be moved by name. Saboteur is a common thing they call everybody. 1, 2, 3, your fellow Biafra, you are very quick in calling them saboteur. Some of us cannot even identify the enemy, but it is easy for us to identify ourselves as saboteurs. It's a common name. So why would that discourage you from speaking about Biafra? The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is in court today, do you know what they have done to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? There is nothing they have not done to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Simply because he was asking only for freedom. What demand did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu make? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not demand for anything that is too difficult to do. The demand of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very simple. Very, very simple. The demand he made through the governors, the politicians in Biafra land, a very simple demand. But what did they do? Instead of paying attention to that demand, they are the one that brought the calamity that has befall the Biafra land today. They are the one that kept Mazi Nnamdi Kanu where he is today. While we are here gathered and waiting for the verdict on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is because of the politicians, because of our fellow Biafrans, because of a simple demand of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not demand for anything that is too big. His demands are very simple. And I want us to listen to the demands of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let us listen to the demands that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made that made them capable.
And I said before I speak to them, I also give my conditions, which I know they couldn't meet. It's not possible for them to meet it. And I did it deliberately. I didn't want to speak to them. They sent Joseph Okaro to come to me. First to my parents. My father said no. My mother said no. That where I stand is where they stand, in life or in death. And they came to prison. I was even from DSS dungeon. The promises came. The vice president, anything you want. You have a very beautiful wife, you better go and enjoy her than being in prison.
Wow.
Anything you want. And I said no. That what I want is a referendum to determine if you good people want to be part of the zoo or part of Nigeria or part of Biafra. Choose one, zoo or Biafra. They said no. And Sibaja tried to make contact. When I came out, I don't know if I've told this story before actually. And Ohaneze hijacked it. I went to see Miyawode in his house. We sat down, had lunch together. And I told him what my conditions were to lift the boycott in Anambra State, which they couldn't meet. And I said to Mwodo very simply, go to Abuja and tell these people that these are what our people are asking for. I said to him, go and bring us something. Not for me, for everybody. He went there and started negotiating for a ministerial position for one of the children. I'm telling you, what I'm telling you is fact. Ask him. Somebody asked him, but you people are being called to Aso Rock because of Nnamdi Kanu. Why didn't you tell him that you're going to Aso Rock? He said it is for Igbo leaders. And once the powers that be knew that he hadn't IPOB support, they just gave them 5 million naira for transport and dismissed them. Hadn't Nyawodo remained with me, when the governors called me, I told them the same thing in front of Professor Ben Wabese. They said, oh, but Nwodo, Soludo, Ebremad is upstairs. Do I want them to come? I said, no. Government House, Enugu. The former DSS director came with his bags of money in euros, in white sacks to bribe. Ask anybody working in Government House in Enugu. I said, no, I don't want to see them. Not because I want to be the only cock crowing, no. Because of consistency. Can you last? When you're tempted, are you going to succumb? Can you sustain this very effort we're making? So they have come. And I gave them my conditions which they can never meet. Open Warri Seaport, open Iguacha Seaport, open Calabar Seaport. Make Enugu an international airport where we can fly to US and come in at will. Build Iguacha Enugu Onitsha Enugu Express Road. Complete second Niger Bridge. Are these things difficult?
No.
As I'm telling you this, go and ask them in Aso Rock if your friends there. They have the piece of paper I gave to them. They ran away. Because some Igbo men were busy gossiping, saying if you allow him, when he finishes fighting Nigeria, he will come here and fight us and kill all of us. That's what they said. And you know one other thing they said? They told every Igbo billionaire around the world that nobody should give me one dime. Ask them that if you give Nnamdi Kanu money, he will go and buy weapons. That nobody should give me anything. I'm going to Gabiga, you won't believe it. That we are here by the grace of Elohim, not by any of our strength, to be honest with you. Any day we are serious, the world will know. How do you want Canada to regard the Biafra referendum or even USA? The people that the ambassador knows are the governors or maybe Anese. Did you people not hear that British government went to Biafra land when I was in prison? Oh my goodness. The British High Commissioner was touring everywhere. When they wanted to kill me, went to a of Onitsha and asked him, what do we do to Nnamdi? That one said you can kill him if you want. They went to Atusia told them you can never touch him. If you touch him, this person will burn. How many times has the US government been to Enugu? They go to Ohaneze. I don't want to say. They went to Ohaneze and the governor. They asked them, what do you want? Oh, leave those rascals, leave them. Miscreants. We want restructuring. What they're asking for is untenable. But the same man said if there is no restructuring, they'll join IPOB to do Biafra, isn't it? Did he complete what he said? No. Is he doing what he said he's going to do? No. And you want me to work with these people? It's not going to work. I say, and I'm attached to know him. Everything I do, I say it in the open. Not gossip. And those that spoke to Uche, I am going to Chicago to broadcast live to the whole world and tell them they're in trouble. I've told them every time they contributed to IPOB will be announced for the world to hear. Tell them there'll be no hiding place for gossipers, even as much as I'm concerned, because I know what I've committed to this very movement. Not that I'll become Biafra president. No. So that I can take Nnamdi and Nnamdi back to the land of his ancestors. To that same land that Chukwu Kabiyama said, you people must be here. And then my Mariano. I'm fighting for Biafra that we may be free. Thank you.
This is the speech of the man Nigerian government is holding today. What you just heard is the voice of Biafra. You just heard there, the request of Mazen Nnamdi is very, very simple. His request, very, very simple. Mazen Nnamdi did not demand for anything that is extraordinary. You heard him make his request. What he presented to the governors, a very simple request is what he presented to the governors. But we are there able to meet it. We are there able to meet the request. Even when he was talking to them, Mazen Nnamdi did not even demand for Biafra. He didn't even demand for Biafra. He gave them the option. Even when they talk about it, he told them to, let's listen to this one.
Sitting here, Gamerin. Oh, we put you, I'll have to call the Legrano, you put in horse. As I need, I got it. I'm a draw and it's a good structure in region. Nata. It's a mutu for elegant car of Biafra. It's a mutabonka. Kinyam car structure. It's a mutabonka. Kinyam car. Nothing now. Come to the garden car to boom home guys and move not Chania. It's a Mulu for you. No hand that was up. How poor could happen? No happen.
You didn't hear what Mazen Nnamdi is saying here. They were telling him to drop agitation. He said, before you would tell me to drop agitation, bring something now. You say you want restructuring, Abi? This was when he was discussing with the governors and Ohaneze Dibu. You say you want restructuring, Abi. No problem. Bring that restructuring. When you bring it, the Biafrans will assess it. And then we forget it. But you cannot tell me to drop what I have already, which is the agitation, and you have nothing to offer to me. It's not possible. Simple request. Go and bring the restructuring you say. Since you say you want restructuring, go and bring it. They were not able to bring it. He made a request. He said, make sure we have an international airport in Biafra land. Seaport in Biafra land. Simple demand. Repair our seaport. Not even anybody. He talk about Port Harcourt in Delta State. Give us international airport. Repair our roads. Simple request that doesn't cost anything. But were they able to do it? They could not be able to do it. Instead, they brought Python dance. Hear him again.
Ihe nyere anyị obi si ike ịma na ha ga-adarịrị na restructuring bụ a gara buri akpacha ya abata agasa agago constitutional conference mbụ ga nke abụọ ga nke atọ ihe niile ekwuchara na ihe a ga-eme onweghị nke mere mgbe a lụchara gasị na restructuring, rehabilitation and reconciliation otu ahụhụ n'ezi onweghị nke mere eme ile ka obodo ekwensu ọ bụ Naịjirịa si akpa agwa ma ọ bụ ndị na-achị achị si akpa agwa ị ga-ahụ na ha abụghị ndị na-ekweta n'ihe ekwu ha na-ekwu ofu ha ma na-eme ọzọ ọ ka ndụ ha si dị o mekọta ya n'ụwa ha ekweta ka eme restructuring. Ihe a bụ ihe m gwara ndị ọha na eze kama ha agha amụ ntị n'olu. Ọ gara m ha agwa na restructuring ha na-achọ na ọ gaghị enwe isi esi ọnwụ si na ihe ha chọrọ. Nsọ unu gosi m restructuring unu were ya wetara m ya tupu unu gwa m sị m hapụ Biafra m na-eme ka ebe restructuring nọ taa. Biafra mana ejighị n'aka kama tupu agha ha n'ala dịka ndị Awụsa na Fulani si ekposa ha n'ala a gwara ha sị ha unu gaa n'igwe na-agbasa ozi unu gaa kọtọ Nnamdi Kanu unu gaa kọtọ IPOB ka ihe ndị Awụsa gwara ọhaneze bịa n'igwe agbasa ozi bịa kọtọ IPOB kọtọ m ekwere ha nkwa ma ha sị unu kọtọcha ha ga-enye unu restructuring ha pụta kọtọcha anyị ha wetara restructuring.
Biko kamgbe ahụ ihe dị ka na-eme a maara na kamgbe nne Wodo batara nwere ihe dị ka obere ihe mgbaworo n'ebe ọhaneze.
Ekenego m ya agara m ugboro abụọ nke izuzo n'ọhịa ọ nọ na Amerịka nkapụ ọzọ mmiri ya nweghịkwa anyị na-esi nna ka ọwụ ebe ọ na-akwara igwe rubere ya isi kama ihe nna agwa ha wụ ha hapụ ka ị na-eso ndị Awụsa na ndị Fulani nwe uru ha bara anyị anya na-ekwekwusi ike ị na-eme ọhaneze ime ọhaneze anyị kwara anyị ugwu rubere ya isi na ịwe ọhaneze ọwa ọhaneze nke ndị Awụsa si egosi bịazi anyị chọdụ ọhaneze bụ nke asị ọzọ arịwa ọhaneze ka anyị na-eme ebe a ka ezigbo ọhaneze ka anyị na-eme Awụsa si egosi si gị bịa kọtọ ihe IPOB na-eme pụta kọtọ ugboro olekwanye ka ọhaneze na-agwa arịwasị akọtọ ụmụaka ha na Awụsa na Fulani anya ha ntị n'olu ọ gwara sọsọ ndị Igbo ka ọ na-eme onye Fulani kpọọ ha n'ekwentị si ha ngwụrụ ga akọtọ ụmụnne unu akọtọ ebutere ha ego n'Enugu ha na-akụgharị igwe niile na-agbasa ozi ekwu mpụ niile gbasara IPOB ihe anyị na-eme. Ọ sị m ha nọrọ n'Enugu ha kwụsị na-aga Abuja ha nọrọ n'Enugu na-eme ihe ha na-eme n'Enugu ka anyị ha nkwado n'Enugu ọwụ tupu ikwu okwu ige ihe ala ha ji ga-agwa gị ka ikwu ileta chọrọ onwe ha nwe obi nke ha kwuo okwu ha kwuru n'okwu ha kwuru eluigwe agaghị ada nwe ihe ga-eme ha kwuo okwu ha eguzo ebe ha nọ kwuo okwu ahụ siri ihe ihe ga-emerịrị ọwụ ikwucha okwu ala ha ji kpọọ gị n'elekere anya nọ n'ehihie ikwuori ihe ọzọ a sị anyị ka anyị gagharị ana m ajụ ọha na eze sị ya kedu restructuring ji nata isi m tụfuo elegha na nke ahụ Biafra isi m tọgbọ nka ka inye m nke a restructuring isi m tọgbọ nka ka inye m nke a nna sị gị nna ekwu Come to the cat to boom home guys and move not chania. It's a mamulu for you. No, and there was up. Umbrella for Gomia, Biafra. Una go to restructuring. Restructuring away judge. I did Basiaka, and now I'm going to Manania better. Unucharani mobile restructuring a damn way also. How we hide you. Okay, sir, you cannot.
You have seen it. All these videos I'm playing is for you to know the person of Nnamdi Kanu.
As they choose.
Go ahead.
Please, if I may ask, all these individuals that is talking about one Nigeria now, they do not ask themselves question. Why is it every time if the Janjaweed, you then see that the Biafra movement is getting international attention, they will bring the intention of vice president. Why they didn't talk of president himself? They didn't ask themselves that question. Nnamdi Kanu that is talking about independence of Biafrans, total freedom of Biafrans, then presented vice president to him. Why they did not present president to him? That is to tell you.
Let me answer you that question. Let me give you the answer. I don't know the name of my Namoche that is, with us here. Have we spoken before? I don't know.
Coach Chooks is always here. He's always here. Maybe you don't see, or maybe sometimes when he's here, you're not there.
Oh, okay.
Coach Chooks is a very constant person.
I see. Coach Chooks,
Ndewo, my brother.
You see, look, the reason why, look at what is happening now in the zoo. The northern Nigeria ruled for 8 years with imposter. When the other one died, they doubled the other one, brought that one there to act like him. You remember what happened in Asorok when the bio of the double could not open Asorok. There was total confusion there. Until they have to tell you that rat infested Asorok. Rat. Asorok, that strike force we are occupying, managing. Where will rat manage to enter Asorok? From where? They now say that story too. They now said, you see, we were in Asorok as members of the strike force under Abacha, under the command of Major, now I think Colonel Hans al-Mustafa. We witnessed all the things that happened there, even when one of our own, a Biafran, Nnamdi Kanu, the son of Nnamdi Kanu, I think he is also answering Nnamdi Kanu, was coming to Asorok to visit. He was the one, if you remember, the 1 million march for Abacha. I don't know whether you people know about that guy.
Yes.
He's a Biafran, he's an able man, Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu also. You see, we were playing soccer, in the Brigade of Guards, Asokoro. You see, so you see these people. The reason why they are giving you that is because they own Nigeria. You don't own Nigeria. Britain handed over Nigeria to the caliphate north. Do you know the reason? Have you ever asked yourself the reason why these people will tell you, say, we have the numbers. Without us, you cannot win. We control whatever that happens in Nigeria. That is the authority that the United Kingdom gave you. Why did the United Kingdom give them that authority? They gave them that authority simply because when they came, they were the people. The feudal system, one on top, the pyramid, the top there, the rest, the angles of it are individuals, peoples, society, communities. Then the man on top, who is the sultan. Anytime that man speaks, it trickles down to the angles of the pyramid. and everybody will listen. Once he pour that ice water from the top there, he will get to the ground and everybody will be cooled. That is how, we can work with this man. We can work with this kind of people. That was how they used them to finish the Hausa people, enter, use them to get the Southern Protectorate, force them, all of them, into that place called One Nigeria today. And when they were leaving, they asked them, go and check. Hey, is it this man? This something Horton, the Igbo. I think I am digressing now, but we need to hear this. One something Horton. Mazen Nnamdi has mentioned that man before. He was one of the slaves that was brought back to Sierra Leone, where he attended school and became something Horton. In 1865, Horton wrote a book. I think I published. It is on this Ndibo Viva. One Professor Eze Jazzy, Peter Jazzy Eze. It is on my space handle. If you go there, you will see it. And when you see there, I publish it there. This Horton, who is an Igbo of Igbo extraction, a slave, an educated man as at that time, wrote that book. He emphasized much about the Fulani appetite, conquest appetite in 1865. An Igbo man has written about Fulani appetite, conquest appetite, and revealed when the Ottoman Danfodio, that time there were nothing like Nigeria. It was just union. You have the colonies, all of them scattered all over the places. There was nothing like country. At that time, Nigeria was not a country. This man said that this vast land is their promised land, and they will only get it if they fight for God through jihad. If you read that Horton's book, he did there in 1865. From that time, if you see any Fulani today in America, ask them their promised land, they will tell you, will point Nigeria to you now that it has become a country. So you are nobody. They can only work with you. Remember what let Ahmadu Bello said also. Ahmadu Bello reiterated in a different form that the South will be the estate of their fathers, but the Middle Belt will be their willing tool. And the South, that's including your land or your ancestral land, your father's land, that compound where you say it be your own. They say they are going to make it the estate of their ancestors. So you are nobody. It is only when the agitation is rigged that they will now begin to try one way or the other to pacify you. Even the UK will tell them, say, no, you have to pacify them. When they cannot do it, you see Katrina Lang running from Niger Delta, southwest, all over the places, asking and begging them, forming some kind of clique with them. That is what they do. You are nobody. If you listen to Olawumi, the retired Navy captain or so, it can take them, it will take them, it can take them millions of years, but one thing is sure, they want to accomplish. They have to accomplish that they want to accomplish. And that is to Islamize and take over the whole of the southern part of Nigeria, as it is now, including the Biafra land. That is the agenda. So who are they? You, a slave to them, that was handed over to them by the British when they were living, Is that the person that is good? Look at what is happening now. A Yoruba man is there. A Yoruba man is from the south. Just, even reach 2 years or 3 years of his rule. Look at how they are now fighting. Because Nigeria was not meant for a southerner to rule the north. They can't enjoy it. They cannot endure it. Look at them now fighting. And they are now trying to front a Biafran, an Igbo person that denied Biafra, that told them that Biafra died 50-something years ago. You are Obiunu, to destroy them. As for me, like Mazen Nnamdi said, if they like self, let them take over that country. An Igbo man to be the president of that country, I will stand against it, because you cannot sell your own brother and want to rule that such country. So you are nobody where these people are, my brother. Let me just tell you, that is the reason. It is only when the thing is tough, that is the time they will begin to tell you, go and check. Immediately, Buhari, the dead Buhari, didn't he promise restructuring? When he got there, what did he say? Already they knew that they have a structure that is very, very beneficial to them. Numerical advantage, they are 100% over you, the southern people, the southern one Nigerians. 19, including Abuja, and you, southern 17. If at all of them will join hands together to speak in one voice, he will not make any. Who are the lawmakers there? Already they have numerical advantage over you. You can never pass any bill that is meant to support the East, the South, and the Southwest, unless now the Southwest man is there. But for South and Southeast, you will not get it. The Southeast Development Program, whatever, that nyama thing they do there. How long did it take them to pass it? And after seeing all this, these are our politicians, Nnawodo and the rest of them, Atueze, Okorawusa, Uzo Nketa, and the rest of them. They are looking at it too. They are seeing it, but they can never. You cannot talk because you are in bed with those criminals. You are doing their bidding. After Okpara, the only person now that is talking that I can, reckon with is Catch Onanuju, although he is also a one Nigerian. Catch Onanuju, and the other one, the PDP one that has been fighting with, I've forgotten his name. These are the two people, because Catch Onanuju told them, no, it's not Catch Onanuju, the other one. He said Nigerian government, one time, this imposter Buhari was there. They could not do him anything because that man spoke the voice of the Igbo people, despite that he is a one Nigerianist. He told Buhari imposter, do not allow, I think in AIT or channels, do not allow anything to happen to that boy. That was how he called him. Don't allow anything to happen to that boy. If anything happens to that boy, he said you will know the stuff the Igbos are made up of. My question is, are you going to wait until something happens to your boy? Do you have monopoly of weapons and authority? Will you wait? That is the only person. Even the journalist asked him, but that is a threat. He said they can take it as a threat or whatever. But I am telling you, they should not allow anything to happen to that boy. That is the only person. I've forgotten this man's name. If you know him, if you remember the interview I'm talking about, please put it on the comment section so that Mas Jukes will say he's a PDP man. He's one of the PDP chieftains. So, my brother, after these people, they don't know you again. You are a slave to them. You are a slave to them. So that is the only answer. You are a slave to them. You are not meant to rule them. They are only meant to rule you. That is the reason why these people, anytime Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them whatever he told them that time, the little simple things of human, things that sounds human. When they call them, they will advise them, they will do the otherwise. So that is how it is, my brother. I think that is the only explanation I can give you. What we should take home today is this. You are nobody when it comes to these people. You see the caliphate not. You are nobody to them. You are a slave to them. And we can never be slave to Ndineberubu. Ndineberubu. I will speak it in my mother's tongue. The Igbo people. Ndineberubu. Ndineberubu. Forgive me if I am using a very bad word here. Ndineberubu. Ndị amụ ha ndị gbakpọrọ yutu ndị utu ha dị ka eriri. These are the kind of people that will come and rule over us. God forbid. That is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi candidate and God sent him. No matter what that man is passing through there, we will succeed. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Maxwell. And you can see the update that we have up there. The news that is out now, reaching us there. You can see it there. Abuja court dismisses Nnamdi Kanu's no case submission. Orders IPOB leader to open defense. Are you surprised? Don't be surprised.
We are not surprised.
All these things
we
were
are not
all
surprised.
Again to calm people down. That was all the intention. That was all the intention. And I knew it. So wherever you are, just like the template that Mazi Samaneko has given us, keep the tempo, keep the pressure. The Pharaoh will never let go. They have thrown away the no case submission by the lawyers, and they ordered IPOB leader, our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to open defense. You can see that the case continues. The case continues.
What about the case of his ill health?
I've not gotten the update on the ill health yet. I'm still searching for that. Once I get that one, whether they will allow him to go for the treatment is something that we still have to look into and be able to verify that. But this one shows you the kind of people we are dealing with. It shows you that we are dealing with bunch of criminals, a government that is irresponsible, lawless to the core. This no case submission is not just that it is being submitted by the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Arbitrary Committee of United Nations have said it. Let him go in 2002. I think I still have the video. Sometimes when we say certain things, people will think maybe we'll make it up. People might thinking that maybe these people are making this up. Let me see if I can find that video of where the United Nations Arbitrary Committee made that in the news. It was broadcasted in Nigerian news. Nigerian news carried it, not me. Not me. Let me see if I can find that very video and play it. Because when we say certain things, people will think that maybe it is just a made-up story, that it never happened. But these are facts. These are facts, things that transpired in the Zoological Republic. And they kept silent, pretended not to hear it. They pretended not to hear it. They pretended it's not relevant. United Nations Arbitrary Committee ordered the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They ordered Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with immediate effect. But did they? Did they release him? They did not. They did not. Instead of releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they continued to drag him into their court. Not only that they did not release him, they refused him from taking treatment. They refuse him from getting treatment. But when we say these things, people will think that maybe we'll make it up. Maybe we came up and we generated our own information. They think maybe we are just speaking because we want to speak. No, that's not the video. I'm trying to see if I can find that video where that very information was broadcasted about the release of Mazi Nnamdi. But today you see the reverse is the case.
It was broadcasted. It was not even we. It was the zoo media outlets that
Of course, the zoo media.
It is not us. Look, the fact is that you see that this is the reason why this is the reason why Trump was blasting United Nations that they don't have any clout anymore. They don't have clout anymore.
They are toothless backing dog. They don't have any.
How do you want to tell me? How do you want to tell me that you control? You have overriding powers on the participating countries. They had signatories that they signed towards human rights of everybody, and you are arbitrary human rights. United Nations arbitrary rights of the people has given this zoo looking at the processes through which they brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria, flouting all the laws, and they issue that no, you cannot try this man, release him. And Nigeria is playing them like the way they play draft, and they cannot do anything. And you think that this people
absolutely nothing. They can't do anything. They can't do it.
Thank you.
That is why when we are talking about getting out of this zoological republic, everybody must take it serious. Everybody must take it serious. It is not a joke. We are captured. We are like people who are being enslaved by force. And when you keep silent, you don't talk, you are only tightening the chain in your hand. You are only helping to tighten the chain. That is the only thing you are doing. If you say you will not talk, oh, because this one is talking, you're not talking. Oh, because it doesn't concern you. Oh, because you're not in charge. Oh, because you're not leading. Oh, because people are not supporting you. You don't worry. You are tightening the chain. That you are tightening the chain in your own hand. And as you are tightening the chain, I bet you, just pray that you will be alive to tell the story. Pray that you will be alive to tell the story. Pray very hard that you will be alive to tell the story. Because you can't go free. Finally, you have seen. That is why when he came to court, he began to talk some nonsense. His brother Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he came because of his health. He did this and did that. Finally, it is very certain that he is not going to honor that no case submission. He's going to throw it away. It was very obvious that he's going to throw it away. And today you have seen it. They have thrown the no case submission to the dustbin, as they always do. As they always do. Anything that has to do with the Biafran people, once you present it, they will never take it serious. They will throw it under the carpet. And I hope the whole world is watching. The same United Nations that gave them the order to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are watching, and they will see this and they will not do anything. Nothing. They cannot do anything. They cannot do anything. Even when they see this video, they will not do anything.
Human Rights Council Working Group on Detention has indicted Nigeria and Kenyan governments over the arrest and extraordinary rendition, torture and continued detention of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, without due process. The UN therefore asked the Nigerian government to immediately release Kanu unconditionally and pay him adequate compensation for the arbitrary violation of his fundamental human rights. While recommending that government officials responsible for the torture of the IPOB leader be investigated and punished, the UN body further directed Nigeria to report back within 6 months of the transmission of its opinions on Kanu'S matter, steps taken to comply with all recommendations thereof. The 16-page report dated July 20th, 2022 was adopted on April 4th by the Working Group on Arbitrary Detention at its 93rd session held between March 30th and April 8th, 2022.
Did you hear that?
This is 3 years old.
This is not Nigeria.
This is 3 years.
Biafra News. From their own company.
3 years old.
3 years now. They gave them 6 months, but it's now 3 years. And even when they have the opportunity to redeem themselves, the no case submission today, they threw it to the dustbin.
Yes, Mazi choose.
Go on.
What every one of us is supposed to understand now is this: that UN itself, can you go Shina? Because if they open the nyash of Nigeria too going to open their nyash, because all of them
exactly
they are partner in crime. It's just like the politician in Nigeria here now. You know definitely that this particular person that you are working with is a chief security of terrorists. You are employing him in office. You that employ him in office must expect. Okay, let me just take the president of Nigeria as an example. President of Nigeria that he said is this thing. Is a drug baron that every one of us is aware of. And the vice is a terrorist, is one of the armed forces that everybody know very well what is capable in doing in this Nigeria. Every one of us is aware of that. Before he comes to office, he's the one negotiating. He's even the founder of Boko Haram that everybody is aware of. Okay, are you going to tell Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, to tell Shetima that is a head of, is the one that established Boko Haram? If you open Tinubu nyash, Tinubu too is going to open his own nyash. That is the exact thing that is happening at the same UN. The 6-month ultimatum that they give to Nigeria to release Nnamdi is just a main mouth order. They can never take action on it because they know both of them are partner in crime. It's only our effort, we Biafrans, we're going to bring Nnamdi out. If you are waiting for international bodies, you give Nigeria ultimatum to bring Nnamdi out. You are wasting our time. And Nigeria, nothing good can come out of Nigeria. As every one of us said before, nothing good can come out of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. You have just said it. Nothing good can ever come out of Nigeria. Anybody that is giving him or herself any high hope or expectation, it is a waste of time. So we have seen the way they started the case. We know that it's going to end in drama. We know that it's going to end in deception. We know that it's going to end in their usual way. All expectation was today that the so-called judge is going to uphold that very no case submission from the defense counsel. But the information that is reaching us now says that the no case submission has been dismissed, thrown away to the dustbin like every other thing they do. And they ask Mazen Nnamdi to put up his defense. That's the case we continue to drag on for as long as they want. All these things are strategies to drag the case as long as they want, even though they know they have no case. They continue to move from one angle to the other. Now, the intention was just to make sure they calm down the pressure on the air. They know that the people are tired. They know that even voices from the north, from the southwest, everybody is now adding their voice. Ordinary people. I'm not talking about politicians. I'm not talking about the elites. I'm not talking about the criminals who are benefiting from these atrocities. Both the ones from Biafra land, the ones out of Biafra. I'm talking about the ordinary people. They are rising up. And they're trying to calm the situation down. To see a reason to unleash mayhem. When they see you to come and protest, when you come out to protest, they will open fire and say, after all, they were in court and they said this and they said that. Why did you still come out? To create fear in the heart of people. But I bet you, Mazen Nnamdi going to say, we are already dead. We are already dead. And every one of us should be prepared for anything that is about to happen. Prepare yourself. We have not heard about the submission on his health issue, if they have allowed him to go to hospital or not. But that one is not surprising. For a long time, we have seen Nigerian law enforcement agents and their government also violate the law. They don't respect the rule of law. Does it matter what the judge says about his health? Does it matter whether the judge says go or not go? Does it mean that whether the judge says take him to the hospital to treat himself? We have had them and seen the judge pass judgment many times and the government didn't obey it. We are praying for Mazen Nnamdi, and we will continue to pray for him to keep on standing strong. Keep on praying for him, for Chukwu Okike Abiyama to continue to be with Mazen Nnamdi, continue to guide him, continue to protect him, continue to secure him. No matter what the enemies are doing, no matter their attacks, no matter what they are doing.
Thank you so much for sticking to this video to the end. Like I said before, now it's time for us to go to the comment section to air our mind and our opinion. Say what you think about this video and this platform. Do it constructively. Share this video, like, subscribe, and also continue to watch Linda's TV show, because this is the home of news. Until I see you again in my next video, remain blessed. For now, I would say bye-bye.